When your life gets fucking hard and life is coming at you, you will panic and you will forget who the fuck you are. Because in the worst of fucking times, you are alone. You must get your fucking self out of the fucking sewer. No one's coming in that fucking sewer to get you. It's dark. It's nasty. There's rats down there. It's your brain. You are the only person that can pull yourself out.
You actually have a say-so in how your life goes. You have a determining voice into where your life can go. You have no say-so in what happens to you, but you have a say-so in what you do about it. See, life is 10% what happens to you. It's 90% what you do about it. And everybody has what's called a turn back moment. Where the direction you're going, you will have to make a decision to keep going or you turn back. The sad thing is the average person turns back. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up no matter what.
For every minute that you think you can't do it, I need you to offset it with dreaming about the fact that you can. Whatever your dream is, whatever your goal is, you're not going to be able to make it happen if you don't have a dream party every day. You've got to take out 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, however much time you have, and you've got to actually go in a room, close the door, and you've got to see yourself doing it. You've got to feel yourself doing it. You've got to actually walk in it. You've got to go in the future, live it out, come back in the present, and start working toward it.
Let me tell you something. You deserve a better life. There is more to your life than you've been living. You deserve it.
Any number of things can happen to interrupt your flow. It's okay. Don't take it personal. Just acknowledge what's going on. It's called life, and keep on working on your dream. Courageously hold on to your dreams and not lose enthusiasm.
You got to be out of your mind to believe in spite of these numbers, you can still make it. In spite of the pain you're feeling, you can still come back again. You got to be out of your mind. That's right. I believe it.
I'm talking to you. You're going through a storm right now. And I'm telling you that this too shall pass, like every storm that has come to you. And I'm telling you, whatever you're going through right now, if you can just muster up enough strength to hold on and hold out, if you do not quit, if you do not give up, it's coming, baby. Hold on. Every storm that's come, it will pass. Recycle your pain. You can decide to shape the form. You can decide the product that comes from your pain.
Look up, get up, and don't ever give up.
Come on, this is your dream. You said you wanted to be great. You said you would never be broken. You said you would give everything you had. This is your life. It's time for you to get busy living. Because for far too long, you've been getting busy dying. So what's it going to be today? Will you sleep? Or will you leap? Will you take that leap of faith? Will you jump? Will you put yourself in a position to land softly on your bed of dreams?
Are you trying your best? Only you can answer that. Because on days I can only give 60%, and I give 60%, I give 100. I respect those people so much more that can only give a little and give it their all than a person who has endless potential but chooses to only give 60%. Effort is everything, and you can decide, are you putting in the most amount of effort that you can? Motivation comes after action. The question is not how do you develop the motivation to keep going? The real question is, how do you develop the discipline to do the stuff you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it?
Be committed to being a champion. Be committed to being a warrior. Be committed to keeping your eyes focused on the prize. This is what you work for. You got to stay hungry. You got to trust yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to keep running that mile. When you run that mile, run another mile. When you start to feel tired, get it to that second and third gear. When you feel that your grip is getting weak, find something else to get that grip strong again. Don't quit on you. Don't quit on this opportunity. Don't quit on your success. Don't quit on being the best of yourself.
You're blessed enough to make it to tomorrow. And you hear my voice today. If you're still breathing, you still have an opportunity to be achieving.
Calling all reformers. I'm calling all innovators. I'm calling all game changers. I'm calling all world shakers. I'm calling all city shifters. I'm calling everybody that has an inkling of faith in themselves. I'm calling everybody. You will inherit the future.
Negativity is a multiple of 4 to 7 times more powerful than positivity. So think about that. If I say something out loud, it's 10x. If it's negative, it's 4 to 7 times more powerful. So when I say negative things out loud, it's 40 to 70 times more likely that that will happen or cause a result that won't be good for me than if I just didn't say anything.
80% of those thoughts are negative. We spend so much time telling ourselves that we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we're not talented enough or thin enough. We tell ourselves that we don't deserve the things we want, or that the things we want to have or to experience will never happen. And even if they do, they'll probably be disappointing. Our negative self-talk affects us in a very powerful way. If we think something is possible, we're more likely to make the effort to achieve it. If we think it's impossible, we won't even bother trying. If we think we're a good person who deserves to live a life we love, we will create that life. But if we think we're undeserving or not capable enough, we will sabotage our own efforts without even realizing it.
If you have been trashing yourself for 10 years, you do have a cognitive dissonance. You don't even hear it anymore.
Right.
Because that negative, you're a piece of shit, you're not good enough, you screw everything up, first began as something you said. Then it became a belief. Your brain started to align with the belief and it starts to become your identity. I always screw things up. And I want you to hear me loud and clear. If you are on social media and you ever go to the Discover page on Instagram or on TikTok or on any platform, that social media platform has put together a mosaic of content that aligns with everything that you consume in your feed. That social media platform on the Discover page has assembled a world on social media that looks just like the stuff you're always looking at. Your brain works exactly the same way. One of the reasons why it is so important for you to identify how often you are trashing yourself or being pessimistic or you are being negative in your attitude and unkind to yourself is because as long as you think and speak that, the Discover page of your mind presents a world that matches to that negative dialogue. So that's why this is critical.
I would like to leave you with a challenge, a 30-day challenge. I challenge you to live an inspired life. How do we do that? Invest in your possibilities. Do what you can with what you have today.
It's not about the failures. It's not about your disappointments. It's not about the defeats. It's not about your mistakes. It's not about what you do, what you don't have. It's not about who doesn't approve of you, who doesn't like you. All that is just insignificant. Your life is in your hands. You have the power. You have the power to turn your life upside down. You've got the power to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. You've got the power to be daring, and it's on you to be that decisive. It's your life. about your life. Winning requires focus. Winning requires intention. And winning requires discipline.